Hello, my name is Favour Ogbadu and I am a virtual intern at HARLEM Solicitors. Today, I'll be giving you a little insight into the topic titled Nigeria's New Visa Policy, analyzing the effect of the policy change on the immigration process. Now, there is no doubt that the COVID-19 pandemic caused disruption to inter-country travel, but this does not change the fact that it remains a necessary and vital aspect of our society. And that is why it is important that we continue to keep ourselves abreast on immigration policies, starting with our own. On 4th February 2020, that Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari, through Nigeria Immigration Service, introduced the new visa policy. This new visa policy is important for the economic recovery and growth plan through the adoption of security, economy, and transparency set. Mr. President stated that this new visa policy is important to improve Nigeria's business environment, attract foreign direct investment, as well as to boost tourism without compromising national security. The new visa policy repeals the visa policy of 2012. Now, let's take a look into some highlights of the visa policy. Number one, we see the expansion of 6 to 79 classes. Under the old visa policy, we had only 6 classes, namely transit, tourist, business, subject to regularization, temporary work permit, and diplomatic visas. But with the new visa policy, it has increased to 79 classes. And the reason for this expansion is simple, that all travel purposes, all conceivable travel purposes can come under the umbrella of these classes. Now, to go to my next point, these classes of visa are further categorized under 3 headings, namely the short visit visa, the temporary residence visa, and the permanent residence visa. The short visit visa is given for a period of 3 months, and it includes classes such as business, tourism, academic, study exchange program, and study tour. Now, while a version of this existed under the former policy, the new visa policy has expanded it to include classes such as humanitarian work and relief and emergency services. This category has 28 classes of visa. The next category is the temporary residence visa, which is a visa for 2 years which can be renewed. There are 36 classes under this visa category. And classes under this visa category include internship, employment, diplomat as dependents, and schooling purposes. We have the permanent residence visa, where holders of this visa are conferred with the permanent residence status in Nigeria, and this visa has 15 classes. So we have people that can hold this visa include foreign nationals who are spouses of Nigerian citizens, highly skilled immigrants, investors, and Nigerians in diaspora who have renounced their Nigerian citizenship. The next highlight we are going to be looking at is the fact that this new visa policy creates a distinct class for Nigerians by birth who have renounced their citizenship and who are dual citizens of other nations. So this distinct visa class gives them a way to come into Nigeria. Now let's take a look at the channels for obtaining this visa. The electronic visa is one of the new innovations of the new visa policy, and it is an online application that requires you to get at least 48 hours approval before your arrival to the country. And this electronic visa is only available under the short visit visa category. So we're talking of classes like tourism, entertainment, and so on. Now, the next is the visa on arrival, which, as the name states, is a visa on arrival. This visa on arrival is for citizens of African Union countries, and they also fall under the category of the short visit visa, and they must have all other travel documents such as their international passport. Then the other channel of obtaining visa is through the Nigerian embassy or other diplomatic channels, where in that case all visa categories are accepted. Now we will be taking a look at another highlight, which is the visa exemption. We're talking about how to get visas, but now we're talking about visa exemption categories. Number one is the F1A visa, and this is for citizens of ECOWAS member states, where they are not required to get their visa, although they must come to Nigeria with their valid travel documents such as their international passport. Then we have the F1B. The F1B is for countries that have a visa abolishment agreement with Nigeria, such as Cameroon and Chad. This visa is only valid for 90 days and does not give the holder the right to work. So if they decide to work or own a business, they have to get the relevant visa. We have the F1C. The F1C is for officials of organizations such as the UN, such as the UN, the United, the African Development Bank, the African Union, and ECOWAS. With these persons, they do not need visa, although they can only stay in Nigeria for 90 days, and it is a single entry visa. The F1D is the final category, and these are for persons who have a visa reciprocity waiver agreement with Nigeria. Countries such as China, Brazil, Mauritius, Namibia, etc. There are 13 countries under this category. We also have the investor visa. The investor visa provides for a certain threshold that small, medium, large and ultra large investors have to bring, as well as police reports dating 5 years back from their home country. These are just the major highlights under the visa policy. Now you may be wondering, what are the effects of all these innovative changes that the new visa policy has brought? One of the biggest effects is the fact that it has led to ease of the immigration process. We cannot forget the fact that there is now electronic visa and the visa on arrival. With these two innovations, it is so easy to get visa policy. Under the former visa policy, you could only go through the embassy, but this has created an ease. Then we also have the fact that there is now diversification of the kind of people that can come into Nigeria. We're talking about highly skilled immigrants, we're talking about investors, and this is all to boost our economy, because we are in need of a diversified stream of economy, and the immigration sector is now going to be able to bring this to us through this new visa policy. Then we also have the fact that this visa policy is Nigeria playing its role in ensuring that Africa's economic powers have access to free trade and freer movement, in order to ensure that our economy is globally recognized and as standard, as modern, and in line with international best practices. Implementation: the government has shown itself as people that are ready to see these policies implemented by the introduction of what is known as Migrant Information and Data Analysis, MIDAS, which is already deployed in some seaports, airports, and land borders. Now, I hope you have been thoroughly educated on this new visa policy, and I hope it has brought you great understanding. Thank you very much for listening.
Before I say goodbye, make sure to check us out at www.harlemsolicitors.com and check our LinkedIn and YouTube pages at Harlem Solicitors for more content like this. Thank you again.